On behalf of EPC World Media Group, I, Naila, welcome you today to today's 6th EPC World Award. Can we have a loud round of applause for all of you out here? Ladies and gentlemen, to begin with the evening, I would first like to call on the dais our guest of honor, Sri Raghav Chandra. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Sri Raghav Chandra. It's an honor to have you here, sir. And secondly, I would like to call upon Sri Prateep Chaudhary. And lastly, for the man himself, Mr. Tejasvi Sharma. It's an honor to have all of you out here with us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, to start with the evening, I would request our guest of honor to kindly proceed for the lamp lighting. Can we have a loud round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? EPC, as we all are aware, World Media is a one-stop knowledge information hub for infrastructure and construction sector. And to enlighten more about EPC, and I would like to call upon Mr. Tejasvi Sharma, ladies and gentlemen, Managing Director and Editor-in-Chief, to kindly come over on this dais.
This is our 6th edition of the EPC World Awards, in which our jury members, knowledge partners have identified 37 winners from infrastructure, construction, real estate sectors. Now the time has come that their contributions to the industry get recognized. With the growing emphasis of the infrastructure development in the country, growth story taking shape under the present government, the expectation of the industry is also rising. And so is the need for skill development, innovation, faster implementation of the projects on the drawing board and the under progress projects. We at EPC World take the pride in setting higher standards for the achievers in the infrastructure sector with every successive edition of the awards. I once again welcome and thank each one of you for gracing this award function and encouraging and supporting this exercise of lauding the achievers. Thank you and welcome to the award show.
Thank you, sir. Your words are very valuable for us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon Dr. Deepti Ranjan Mahapatra.
From the management from the construction or building part of infrastructure, we are graduating to managing the infrastructure, which is happening at least in the road sector actually. Land bill is a great piece of bill, and a lot of us actually can argue endlessly. But the fact would remain that it is up to the states actually. They can improve upon the bill. There is nothing stopping them. So some of the states have already taken action on that. The other thing that is also kind of sort of changing the whole thing, if you see, is the REITs, which is in the space of real estate. And the similar line, we also have something called Infrastructure Investment Trust, InvITs. Now, all those put together and bills which are already in the offing, for example, the major port bill, which is again hopefully should be through in the coming days, are all actually pointing to a single fact that how quickly government can put assets which are actually free from implementation risk. That's the broad kind of way I look at infrastructure. The moment I actually free the assets from implementation risk, I'm basically inviting a lot of capital. The capital will be more interested to come in, whether from foreign investors or the likes, provided the risk-reward kind of equation which is commensurate. I thank you for your attention and have a great evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for your kind words. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon on the dais Sri Raghav Chandra.
The competitive yearning amongst economies and the pressure for investments to find the most conducive climate is so great today that infrastructure is not just a matter of convenience, but a national imperative. Whether it is on the roads, whether it is the civil aviation infrastructure or on the sea, whether it is ports infrastructure or logistics infrastructure, today the way our cities are moving and more population is shifting under a absolutely irreversible trend towards urbanization, the entire demographics, economics, social arrangements, and the environment of cities is undergoing a drastic change. You require a huge level of investments in urban infrastructure. Funds is, of course, always an issue in a developing country, but by and large, my perception has been that for the infrastructure sector, we have various schemes that were mentioned. We have the public-private partnership models, we have the EPC models, and we have various other models which are hybrids between the two of them. Funds ultimately in a country like India is not an issue. It is more a question of implementation, getting the right leadership in place and getting the right systems in place. And I can assure you, based on my so many years of experience, that every penny, every bit of effort spent on infrastructure will give you a good return. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon on dais Shri Prateep Chaudhary, former Chairman, State Bank of India, to kindly come over and say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Shri Prateep Chaudhary.
This is a great forum. Please put together, please bring all the policy makers here and let them frame policies for growth. Let them not recite history. This is the time to write history and rewrite history. So let them not recite the rules. The rules are all for business. Business cannot be for rules. So on this basis, if we proceed, I think we'll definitely succeed, and we should not envy the others. There is great thinking that goes on. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our Railway Minister, Shri Suresh Prabhu, who was expected to honor us with his presence, but unfortunately, under some circumstances, he is not here with us, but he has sent a special video message for all of us.
So I'm extremely happy that organization EPC India is trying to work on giving awards to some of the very successful individuals, institutions, companies, for earning this award by putting in hard work, by doing something special which has warranted such award, and therefore I congratulate them. I am not able to physically be present, but I am sending one of my colleagues. So I really wish you all the best, the EPC award winners as well as the organizers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call upon our chief guest of the evening, Dr. Mahendranath Pandey, Honorable Minister HRD, to kindly come over and say a few words.
ये जो सम्मान समारोह है, ये आप सब कंपनीज़ को जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के क्षेत्र में बहुत ही शानदार काम कर रहे हैं, उसको ईपीसी मीडिया ग्रुप ने आपको उत्साहित करने के लिए, आप तो खुद ऊर्जावान हैं, लेकिन देश के निर्माण में आपकी ऊर्जा और लगे और आप दोहरे जोश से अपनी फील्ड में काम करें, तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के क्षेत्र में व्यक्ति, संस्था और देश के ऐश्वर्य वृद्धि के लिए इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण कारक है, महत्वपूर्ण सहयोगी तंत्र है। और मुझे गर्व से कहने में कोई संकोच नहीं है कि इस देश में दुनिया की गति से दो कदम आगे तालमेल करके इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के क्षेत्र में अगर काम किया है, तो लंबे अरसे बाद अटल जी की सरकार में, और आज काम कर रही है तो नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार काम कर रही है। जापान, अमेरिका, फ्रांस विकसित राष्ट्रों की बराबरी में चाइना से भी आगे हमारा देश बढ़े, उसी के लिए हमारे देश में हमारी सरकार अनेक कड़े और ठोस कदम उठा रही है। आप सबका सहयोग अपेक्षित है और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के क्षेत्र में आप देश को आगे ले जाने का बड़ा काम कर रहे हैं। आप इस काम में और आगे बढ़ें। ये अवार्ड आपको सम्मान के साथ इसलिए दिया जा रहा है कि अपनी अपनी फील्ड में अपने देश का गौरव बढ़ाएं, अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन का गौरव बढ़ाएं और कुल मिलाकर के भारत प्रगति के उस उच्च शिखर पर पहुँचे जिसकी कल्पना से हम सब जुड़े हैं, जिससे हर भारतवासी जुड़ा है। एक बार पुनः सभी अवार्डीज़ को बहुत बहुत सम्मान, बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन, बहुत बहुत बधाई। नमस्कार।